Hey everybody, welcome back to my studio and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I want to talk about how to get better family pictures. Now, this is not going to go in depth with use this setting or that setting or go buy $10,000 worth of this gear. This is going to be use what you have, and here's some ideas to help you get better pictures. Because let's face it, the only thing that we remember in the future are by looking at pictures. Our memories start to fade and we start to forget things. At least with pictures, it brings back our memories. So these are some ways to get better memories of your family. Before we get on to the video though, I ask that if you haven't subscribed to my channel that you click on the subscribe button. If you like the video, please click on the like button. All right, so let's get started. What are some ways that young moms, young dads can take better family pictures so that they have the memories in the future, so they can share the memories with the kids when they get older and with other family members? What are some ways to do it? Number one, very first one is learn your photography equipment. I don't care if it's a smartphone or a camera, but learn the equipment that you have. Don't learn somebody else's equipment. Don't try to read online about a new camera coming out or something like that if you don't have it. Learn the equipment that you have. Learn the settings on your camera. Learn the settings on your smartphone. Learn how to get into your camera setting on your smartphone so it's not taking you 5 minutes to get into it. Learn if your smartphone has a flash option. Learn about all the different settings on your equipment. Smartphone, camera, whatever. Learn all of the settings so that you're able to use them when you need to use them. Take an hour, take a morning, take a whole day if you have to, and learn how to take pictures. Take pictures of the dog, the kids, the wife. Take pictures of your husband. Take pictures of friends. Take pictures outside. Whatever. Take pictures so that you get to know your equipment and you get to know it inside and out. Point number 2. Utilize natural light as much as possible. Now, what do I mean by this? Do cameras and smartphones come with flashes? Yes, they do. But a lot of times flashes make the pictures look very unnatural. I'm not saying all the pictures, I'm just saying sometimes. So be careful and try not to use flashes all the time. Now, I'm not saying don't use flashes. I'm not saying that flashes are all bad. There are times when you should use a flash. But try to use natural light. Try to see how shadows hit the subject. Try to see how different angles of the sun hit the subject. Try to see when you're having somebody in the sun or somebody in the shade, the different looks of the picture. It will help a lot. It will really help you to understand how to pose people. It'll help you to understand where to stand. It'll help you to understand so much more. If you have to use flash though, go ahead, use flash. But take a flash picture and take a non-flash picture so you compare them. It'll shock you sometimes which one will look the best. Point number 3. This is a big one. Capture candid moments. Don't always pose people. Don't always tell people to look at the camera. As soon as you tell people to look at the camera, they look unnatural. As soon as you tell people to smile, they're smiling unnatural. Don't tell them to do that. Capture the moments as they're happening. Christmas morning, don't have people look at the camera. Have people unwrap their gifts and take pictures of them while they're unwrapping the gifts. Take pictures of them while they're sharing the gifts with other people and showing the gifts to other people. Take pictures at Christmas parties. Take pictures at birthday parties, at anniversaries, at weddings, wherever, without calling the person and telling them to look at the camera. Because it's one of the worst things that you can do because people look very unnatural when doing it. Point number 4, play with the composition. Try different compositions of your picture. Don't always put the subject in the middle of the picture. Don't always put the subject off the side of the picture. Don't always put the subject on the right side or the left side. Try different compositions. Try standing up. Try sitting down. Try kneeling. When it's kids, get down nice and low with the kids. When it's an adult receiving an award or something, don't shoot from down low because you're going to be shooting up their nose and it's going to make them look like they have a huge nose. Try different compositions. Move people around if you can. You move around. Try different compositions. It'll make your pictures look so amazing. Point number 5. Pay attention to the background. This is a big one. This is a big area that beginners and professionals make huge mistakes in. I've seen so many amazing pictures that were ruined because there was something in the background that was really distracting. Whether it be something bright and reflective, whether it be something that was just totally out of place, whether it be a tree growing out of somebody's head or a stick growing out of somebody's head. There's just so many things that just don't work. So pay attention to the background. Perfect example. A number of years ago, I was at a wedding. I was not the primary photographer. And I watched this person who was a really good photographer stand up on top of a garbage can and photograph the bride and groom coming down the steps. And the bride and groom were coming down the steps. They used a big telephoto lens. They took some amazing pictures, or I thought they were amazing pictures, until they brought them into my studio to get them printed. And behind the bride and groom, in every picture of them coming down the stairs, was a garbage can with a bunch of really obnoxious graffiti on it. And that was prime in every picture. You could see it in every single picture. So pay attention to your background. Watch for fences, watch for trees, watch for power lines. I got asked so many times over the years when I was doing weddings to do a wedding in somebody's backyard. I would show up a month beforehand and I'd find out that there's all these power lines in the background. And guess what? In every single picture, the power lines looked like it went into one ear and came out the other ear. And I said, no, can't do it. We have to move the wedding around. It looks distracting. It looks bad. So pay attention to the background. Number 6, and finally, edit your pictures. And don't edit them so that they look horrible. Edit them for brightness and contrast. Edit them for a color. Edit them for whatever. But don't go overboard when you're editing. You don't want to make it look so horrible that people don't like the pictures. And a big one, a really big one. When you're editing pictures, don't edit the original file. Edit a different file. Save it under a different name so that you have the original and you have the edited. I've seen so many times that people have taken pictures, absolutely amazing pictures, edited them till they looked horrible, and then couldn't go back. So be careful when you're editing. Be careful what you're doing to the picture so that you're not making it look worse. And if you are doing something where you're going really artsy, make sure that you're keeping the original so at least you can go back to the original or use the original if you don't like what you've done to it. So those are some ideas. But the last thing, and this isn't even a point, this is the closing, in that take lots of pictures. I don't mean you have to get them printed. I don't mean you have to save them, but take lots of pictures so that you can go through and you can edit the pictures that you like and edit the pictures that you don't like, that you can delete some, that you can do whatever you want with them. You can play with this, you can do that. You can try making them better. You can do everything. But if you don't have the pictures, you can't do that. So take lots of pictures. Get out there and enjoy your family. Enjoy kids growing up. Enjoy your spouse. Enjoy whatever, vacations or whatever. Take lots of pictures so you remember them. And I'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye now.